Hi, everybody. Welcome to Von Cupcake Yoga. I'm your host, Gretchen, and today we are going to do another Lay on the Floor with Gretchen Somatic Yoga class. I heard you. It sounds to me like you guys really loved my somatic yoga, and I'm going to do some more with you today. If you'd like this to be a regular series here on Von Cupcake Yoga, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do more of these. I love doing somatic yoga. I teach somatic yoga in my local yoga studio, and I'd love to help bring it to you at home where you can feel safe to de-stress. So today we're going to use some blocks. Blocks are readily available. If you don't want to buy blocks, you don't have to, but they range between $5 and $40 depending on what type of blocks. They're all good. And we're also going to use a yoga blanket. Now, you don't have to have one of these fancy Mexican yoga blankets that you see in yoga studios. Any type of throw blanket, and you know we all have 20 of them, will work just fine. So find yourself a good blanket and a couple of blocks or even heavy, sturdy books. That'll work too. So we are going to start by folding up our blanket to make ourselves kind of like a little pillow. And we're going to bring it to the top of our mat, and we're going to take one block and bring it to the side of our mat. And let's come to lay down on the floor. It's not lay on the floor, Gretchen, unless we're laying on the floor, right? So start to lower down. Look at you. You made yourself a little pillow with your blanket. And rest here. Now, if laying flat on your back is not working for you, you can bend those knees, bring those feet as wide as the mat or even wider, and let those knees lean towards each other. That's going to give you a little bit lower back release. But find whatever version of this works for you. And take a few breaths here. Let your body start to adjust to being on the floor. Draw your attention to your breath, making no changes, just observing. Notice any sounds that might be around you, and just put them up on a little shelf. Take your attention away from them. And any thoughts that might pop into your mind, we'll just put those on a little cloud and let them float away. It is perfectly normal in somatic yoga to have emotions and feelings come up because a lot of these things like to hide this old energy in our muscles and in those tight places in our bodies. So if they come up, if feelings come in, feel those feelings and then release them. Make a conscious effort to let them things go. Feel your feelings. Let's do a little body scan together. Let's start at the tips of our toes. Draw your attention to your toes. Send that mind's eye around each toe from one side to the other. Send that attention around to the tops of your feet, the bottoms of your feet, around your ankles, into those calves, into those shins. We're searching for any areas that feel dark, any areas that feel tension, any areas that feel tight. Make a note of their location and continue your body scan. Maybe we're looking around our knees, down into our lower back, around to our glutes and our hips, into those abdominal muscles, down the sides of your spine, into your shoulders, into your chest, down into your biceps, around your elbows, into your forearms, backs of the hands, palms of your hands. Draw your attention around your neck. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Soften that space in between your eyebrows. Send that attention around to your skull, around your head, even the tops of your head. And then bring your attention back to your breath. Observing that breath as it comes in through your nose. Maybe we notice the temperature of that air as you inhale. Feel that chest expand. Feel that belly expand. And exhale fully. You have a couple breathing techniques you can use in your somatic class today. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose, noting the sound of the air as you inhale and exhale. The ujjayi breath, meant to sound like the ocean. Another breathing technique you can use to inhale through your nose and sigh it out the mouth. Use these breathing techniques interchangeably throughout your practice. You can use either or both at your discretion. This is your practice. The yoga police don't come to your house. You don't have to worry about what you look like. We are only concerned about how we feel. Throughout our stretch today, I will give you lots of options for postures. But if there's something that feels better, if your body is craving a certain way to move, this is your practice, my friend. I won't know. You just do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. And you're going to feel so much better. Start to deepen your breath, inhaling fully and completely. Fill that belly. Let those ribs expand. And exhale, maybe even tighten up on those tummy muscles a little bit and press out all that old air. Big, full, deep breath in and release. Let it go. If you straightened your knees, you can start to bend into those knees. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Maybe we heel toe our feet over to each side of our mat, one foot on each side, and let those knees slowly start to sway from side to side, taking your time. And it's okay if it gets real dramatic and that hip lifts up off the floor. In fact, that may feel amazing to you. And moving with our breath, maybe we inhale as our knees come back up to center and exhale as they go to one side or another. There is no wrong way to breathe here as long as you are inhaling and exhaling. Sway those knees from side to side and maybe add that head, turning your head in the opposite directions of your knees as you sway from side to side. Big breath in and let it go. Maybe the next time our knees find our way down to the right side of our mat, we can let them come on down. Now you've got a block handy. You can always tuck that block underneath your knees or in between your knees or wherever you feel like you need a little bit of support. Bring those arms out to a T. Maybe those palms are facing up. Press that pelvis towards that right side of your mat and point this left knee towards that lower right corner of your mat. And then turn your head to the left. Find a reclined twist here, and we're going to breathe here for a few breaths. Inhaling fully, feel that belly expand. Feel that chest rise. And exhale, let it go. Allow your body to just melt, connecting to that breath and watching it as you inhale and exhale. One more big breath in. And on your exhale, tighten up on those tummy muscles, draw those knees back to center, draw that gaze back to center, and continue your merry way, swaying those knees from side to side. And eventually, we're going to find our way to the other side, bringing those knees down to the left side of our mat. You have that block. You can always tuck it if you need a little bit of extra support wherever you might need it. Bring those arms out to a T. Keep those palms facing up. Maybe press your pelvis towards that left side of your mat. Maybe point that right knee towards that lower left corner. And turn your head to the right. Take a few breaths here. As you inhale, feel that belly expand. And as you exhale, feel that body release. Inhale to refresh. Exhale to let it go. Big breath in. And on your exhale, tighten up on those tummy muscles. Draw those knees back to center. Draw that gaze back to center. Continue your merry way, swaying those knees from side to side. Coming to stillness here, sort of kind of line those heels up with your hips. It doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever feels about right is totally fine. And reach over and grab a hold of this block. And we're going to press into our feet and lift up those hips and slide that block right underneath your hips. Take the time to wiggle around till you feel fully supported and find yourself in a supported bridge pose. Take a moment here and melt over this block. You suffer from lower back pain, this might feel incredible. Now, all of these postures can be done without this block. So if you don't want the block there, you don't have to have the block here. You could also use a bolster if you like. So there's lots of options for you. Or you can just lie flat on the floor with your knees bent, and that's totally fine too. This is Lay on the Floor with Gretchen. Let us cross this right ankle over this left knee. Let this right thigh feel heavy, maybe even reaching down and giving it a little bit of a press. This is it. This is the posture. You don't have to do anything else. This is supported pigeon pose. But if you want a little something more from this, maybe we lift up on that left leg. You can reach down. You can hold on to that left thigh or even that right shin. That works as well. Just pressing that left thigh up against that ankle so that you maintain the shape, but you can hold on to your shin, and this works just fine. Inhale fully, feel that belly pressing against your thighs. And on that exhale, draw those knees a little closer to your heart, even pressing into that thigh, pressing into that knee. Take a few breaths here, being very cautious to not fall off your block. Maybe a little bit of a sway from side to side feels good. Maybe stillness is better, and that's okay. We just don't want to fall off our block, but if we do, well, we get back on it, and that's okay. Big breath in, and on that exhale, lower that leg down, lower the other leg down. Being careful not to fall off that block. Maybe we sway those knees a little bit from side to side. Treat yourself like the treasure you are. Be delicate with yourself. We could all be, badass people, but we deserve to be pampered and taken care of. So take this time. This is your time. You deserve the same love and kindness that you give everybody else. So give it to yourself today. Big breath in and release. If you swayed a little from side to side, return to stillness here. And we're just going to go to the other side, crossing this left ankle over this right knee. Maybe gently pressing on that left thigh. This is the posture. You don't have to do anything else. Just breathe here. Let that thigh feel heavy. But if you'd like a little something more from this, you can lift up on that right leg. You can reach down, hold on to that right thigh or even that left shin. Find yourself in your little supported pigeon pose here. Maybe some gentle swaying from side to side works. Being cautious. I'm barely moving, maybe like an eighth of an inch, not very much at all. Inhale fully, feel that belly pressing against those thighs, and exhale to release. Let it go. If you lift it up on that leg, you can lower it down. Lower that other leg down. Find that supported bridge pose. It may feel really good to let those feet extend out, finding an extended bridge pose. Big breath in and release. Take a big breath here and extend those arms up over your head and point your toes. Give yourself one of them yummy Sunday morning stretches. And exhale, bend into those knees. Draw those knees towards your chest. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs and extend those feet up towards the ceiling. Flex those feet. Now your legs don't have to be perfectly straight. If a slight bend feels better, do that. Flex those feet and point those heels towards the ceiling. Lean those legs towards your head. You're not folding yourself in half. You're just kind of leaning that there. Take a few breaths here. Supported waterfall. You can hold on to the backs of your thighs, or you can let go and allow gravity to just let those legs lean in. Take a few breaths. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I just put a little pillow or a block underneath my hips. I stick my legs up in the air. That reverse blood flow is great for you. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Bend into those knees. Lower those feet down. Press into those feet, lift those hips, grab that block, pull it out from underneath of you, lower those hips down. We're going to come down to one side, into a fetal posture on one side. Make yourself into a little happy ball, curl those knees up. Take a couple breaths here. It may feel really good to gently open up that chest towards the ceiling, allowing that arm to come behind you, finding yourself in a little bit of a twist here. Now these shoulders may find both shoulders on the floor, and it may not. You got blocks available. You can always bring that hand to a block. I also really enjoy just kind of letting gravity do its thing. So my arm will kind of hang out in the stratosphere, and I just breathe and just let gravity naturally start to lower it down. So find what works best for you here. This little laying twist here, with our knees to one side and our heart open towards the ceiling. Big breath in and let it go. Inhale fully and exhale fully. You are capable of such amazing things. You are brimming full of talent and skills and abilities. And that might not be like your job or what you do for a living or your position in life, but your presence is an absolute treasure. The world is better because you are in it. Take a big, full breath in and release. We're going to slowly work our way to the other side, and there's kind of a little sort of graceful way to do it, but I'm not super graceful, and you're home by yourself, so it's okay if we don't look like Instagram models. But all we're going to do is we're going to kind of roll back over onto our back, and then we're just going to come to a fetal posture on the other side. Not too bad, not too shabby. Find your little fetal posture on the other side. Take a couple of breaths here. Focus on that inhale and on that exhale. And it may feel good here to gently open up that arm, open up that heart, and come into that twist on the other side. Now remember, you have that block. You can always rest that arm on that block. And like I said, for me, I just like to let it kind of suspend and let gravity take over. But if that feels like it's too much of a pec stretch or something, you can always rest that hand on a block. It's available for you. These props are here for you to use at your discretion. You don't have to wait for me to give you permission to use them. They are your blocks. They are your blankets. You use them wherever you darn well please, because you are the queen of your yoga practice, or king. Few breaths in. One more big full breath in. Let it go. And very slowly find your way back on your back. That wasn't too bad, now was it? Let's bring our arms down by our sides and slowly start to press yourself up. Nice and slow, nice and easy, taking your time. All right, my friends. Well, I'm going to come to sit on my blanket. Since I have my blanket, I'm going to sit on it. And maybe we fold it up a little bit more. Maybe you fold it up a little bit less, whatever works for you. Now come to sit down. You can even sit on your blocks if you want to. That's okay too. And let's extend those legs out as wide as feels comfortable for you, whatever that looks like for you. If you got some juicy goodness back behind you, move it out of the way. Feel those sitting bones come in connection. That's the bottoms of your hips. In the yoga world, we call those your sit bones. And so just feel those making their connection with whatever you chose to sit on. Maybe it's just the floor. And if you got a little belly like me, press your belly towards the middle. That's going to free up some hip mobility for you, okay? That's going to give you a little bit more movement here. And my feet are just splayed out to the side. Bloop, right out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. I'm going to bring my hands to my knees with my palms facing down. Take a big breath in. And on that exhale, I'm going to allow these hands to glide down my shins towards my feet as my heart slowly lowers down. That may not look like a whole lot to you, but you should feel it. So we're worried less about what we look like and more about how we're feeling. So if you slide those hands down towards your ankles, towards your feet, letting that heart lower down, once you start feeling that delicious ache of good stretch, you're there. Even if the reflection in the mirror doesn't look like a Instagram model, you are yoga-ing. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Big breath in and exhale. Slowly walk those hands back up. Great job. Let us bend into this right knee, bringing this right foot in just a little bit here. Inhale those arms up. Pivot your body towards that left leg. So we're sitting right over that left leg, folding forward here. Go until you feel that nice stretch up the back of your leg, and then bring those hands down wherever they may be. They could be around your knees, your shins, or all the way around your feet, and that's good too. Pull those shoulders from your ears. Make that back feel nice and flat. Inhale fully. And on that exhale, maybe we let that heart lower down just a little bit more. That could be figuratively in your imagination. Take a few breaths here. Bring this left hand to the inside of your left ankle. Maybe that palm faces out. And we're going to extend this right hand back behind us, maybe even following it with our eyes as we reach that hand back behind us. And then up towards the ceiling, and then over towards that left foot, finding a little side body stretch here. You can look up, you can look down, you can look wherever you want, or have your eyes closed. That's all good here. Take a big breath in and release. One more big breath and let it go. Tighten up on those tummy muscles a little bit. Draw that body back up. Great job. And we're just going to switch sides. So I'm going to extend that right foot out, tuck in that left foot. Just that simple. And then we're going to inhale those arms up. Pivot our body towards that extended right leg and fold forward so you feel a nice stretch up the back of your leg. Bring those hands wherever they may be. Make that back feel nice and flat. Make those shoulders pull away from your ears. And maybe you can fold forward just a little bit more. That could be like 1/8 of a millisecond of an inch. And that's fine. As long as you're feeling the stretch you need to feel, that works just fine. Take a few breaths here. Bring this right hand to the inside of that right ankle. Let us extend this left hand back behind us, following it with your eyes. Send it up towards the ceiling and then over towards that right foot, finding a little side stretch here. Take a couple breaths. Let it go. One more big breath in and release. Tighten up on those tummy muscles. Draw that body back up to center. Great job. And we're going to bend into that right knee. Bring the soles of our feet together to touch. Now, these feet do not have to be close up into our groin. They can be as close as feels comfortable, but grab a hold of those ankles, kind of rock back and inch them in. If that feels good, stay there. And if you're like, my knees are not letting me do it, that's okay. Let them come out a little bit. That's okay. The yoga police don't come to your house, my friend. You're doing it right, I promise you, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Take a big breath in. And on that exhale, start to lower that heart down. Bring those hands wherever they may be. Maybe it's around your knees. Maybe it's around your calves or your shins, or maybe even your feet or the floor ahead of you. Let the heart lead here as you lower down, leaning forward just a little bit until you feel that juicy stretch and a good juicy stretch of a good ache, backing away from any pain. You don't have to fold totally in half to feel these postures. Some of us may sit sort of up and just kind of lean forward, and that's okay too. If you feel it, then it's happening and you're doing it right. Big breath in. And on that exhale, slowly start to press yourself out of that. Great job. And we're going to move once again. We're going to go to our tabletop posture. Now, we've got this blanket here and we've got these blocks. So I'm going to move my blocks to the top of my mat just so that they are there for me. And I've got this blanket, so I'm going to add some luxury to my practice today. And I'm going to bring this blanket, unfold it a little bit, and I'm going to bring these knees right on top of this blanket. So now I got a little cushiness for my knees. Who doesn't like a little cushiness for their knees, right? Bring these knees underneath your hips. Bring these wrists underneath your shoulders. And if you got crabby shoulders, you can always walk them a handprint forward, but you also have blocks. So you can even bring your hands to blocks if that works better for your wrists. So kind of play around. Find what feels right for you. And bring your gaze down right in between your hands. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Let that back feel like it's nice and flat. Pressing the crown of our head towards the wall ahead of us. Pressing that tailbone towards the wall behind us. Inhale fully here. Start to round that spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin and tuck your tailbone. Find a cat pose here. And then exhale. Let that belly start to drop. Arch that back and shine that heart forward, maybe even looking up here. Cow pose. Let's do some cat-cows here. Inhaling, rounding that spine, tucking that chin, tucking that tailbone, maybe even dipping those hips back just a little bit. And exhale, arch that spine, shine that heart forward, cow pose. Keep moving with your breath, going into one posture and going into another. And this is a great opportunity for you to customize your practice today and add some extra movements. Maybe we're in our cat pose and maybe we enjoy sinking those hips back a little bit. Maybe we like to dip one shoulder and dip the other shoulder. All of these things are wonderful. And maybe when we're in our cow pose, it may feel good to sway those hips a little from side to side. It may feel great to start to round that spine up, kind of imagining that spine like a jump rope. So make some body circles here. Moving that body. If you made body circles, go in two different directions, kind of back and forth. Start to visualize that spine of yours, bending and flexing and moving with your breath. Finding all the cat poses and all the cow poses and everything that feels wonderful. And then return to that tabletop. Keep these hips nice and elevated and start to walk those hands out, maybe coming to forearms. Coming into a little puppy pose here. These hips stay nice and elevated as we reach those hands forward, and maybe our heart kind of comes down to the floor. Maybe our forehead comes down to the floor. Full breath in and exhale. Slowly start to press yourself out. Back to that tabletop. Good job. Let us walk our hands over to the left-hand side of our mat. Sink those hips down to the right. Find a little side body stretch here. Big breath in. And release. Press yourself back up. Come back to your center tabletop. One cat pose. One cow pose. Back to your tabletop. Walk those hands over to the right-hand side of your mat. Sink those hips down to the left. Find a breath here. Press yourself back up to your tabletop. One cat pose and one cow pose. Back to your tabletop. Great job. We're going to come off of our hands and our knees. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'm going to roll my blanket up. Since I've already got it kind of folded up for my knees, I'm just going to roll from the long edge, wherever that may be. And I'm going to make kind of like a little burrito. And I'm going to bring that burrito to my mat. And I'm going to come to sit right in front of it. Nice and easy. Now, these are one of those things that you deserve the time it takes to make it right for yourself. So when we come down onto this blanket, if it doesn't feel right, make it do it does. Maybe that roll needs to be smaller. Maybe it needs to be shorter or longer, whatever works. Take your time. We're going to be here for a while, so you have all the time you need. And slowly lower down on top of your little burrito roll that you made for yourself. We are in a supported fish pose. I'm going to move my block out of the way just in case you need to see a little bit better. You probably aren't watching me, and that's even better. But if you are, I want to make sure you can see. Find yourself in your supported fish pose. Draw those arms out to a T and consciously turn those palms so they are facing up. We're encouraging that heart to open and melt over that bolster. Now these legs, you can let them splay out to the side, or you can bend into those knees and bring the soles of your feet together to touch. You've got blocks. You can always tuck these blocks underneath your knees. That might be awesome for you. In fact, that's what I'm going to do today, just so I can demonstrate this for you. So I just take my blocks and I kind of stick them underneath that space between my knees and the floor, and now I feel fully supported. And then my arms are out to a T and my palms are facing up. Take a few moments and breathe here. Connect to that breath. Follow that breath in through your nose. Feel that chest rise towards the ceiling. Feel that belly expand as you inhale. And exhale, release, let it go. I am calm and I am safe. Big full breath in and exhale. I flow effortlessly through life, filling my home and my family and my life with love and positivity. Big breath in and release. I will not criticize my own body. I am perfect exactly as I am. Inhale fully and exhale. I love the version of myself that showed up today. Big breath in and release. We're going to breathe here for just a little bit longer. Allow yourself to drift into a little shavasana. And I'll bring you back when it's time. Start to return to your breath. Observing that breath as you inhale and exhale. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. If you tucked those blocks under your thighs, you can pull them out. Maybe we extend those legs and roll off of this blanket into one side. Come into a little fetal posture again. Cuddle up with yourself. Take a moment and breathe here. Let your body adjust. And very slowly, as you are ready, start to press yourself up to your most comfortable version of a seat. Hi, everybody. Sit up nice and tall. And maybe we close down our eyes and bring our hands to our knees. Maybe we're in crisscross applesauce. Maybe we're not, and that's okay. Bring that connection back to your breath. Draw those palms together to touch. Press those thumbs right up against your heart. Connect to yourself. And we give honor to the beautiful culture that gave us yoga. And we recite, the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you loved laying on the floor with Gretchen. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell and you'll get alerted every single time I post a video. And I hope in the meantime that you think about checking out some of your local yoga studios around in your town. But if not, I'm here for you at home all the time. So come with me, come stretching with Gretchen, and we will have a great time. And until next time, take care of each other. Bye-bye.